Welcome everybody that's joined us here today. My name is Zipho Nzama, the Solution Specialist of Geotab Africa, and I will be your host for today. I extend a warm welcome to everyone that has tuned into our Geotab Africa vertical webinar series. Our vertical webinar series will focus on customized fleet management solutions tailored to your industry requirements. In the coming weeks, our specialized team will deep dive into features across the following: cement drum rotation and cold chain. Some quick housekeeping notes. Number one, please note that this webinar will be recorded and made available for viewing on our YouTube channel or for download upon request. Number two, please type in your questions in the Q&A section at the bottom of the webinar screen. These will be addressed in the Q&A portion at the end of the webinar. And number three, kindly complete our webinar survey following our session today. It will automatically open in your browser once the session has ended. Now, a quick background on Geotab Africa. As we can see, Geotab Africa was born in 1996. As we fast forward to 2010, we can see Geotab's first plug-and-play device, which is the Go 5. Moving on to 2012, Geotab could now integrate with various third-party software by means of launching the SDK, or Software Development Kit. 2014 was a successful year with the launch of the Go 7 unit. In 2015, we launched hardware to support many more verticals, going all the way up to 2018, where Geotab had reached 1 million subscribers, with our footprint now being spread throughout 7 continents globally. Currently to date, Geotab is the world's fastest growing telematics company in the world. Geotab ranked number 1 in terms of commercial telematics vendor worldwide by ABI Research. Geotab was also awarded the largest telematics contract by GSA, or General Services Administration. As we can see at the bottom, Geotab's Go device received an FIPS 140-2 validation. And to date, Geotab has achieved an unprecedented milestone of surpassing 2 million subscribers. Looking at Geotab's African footprint, we can see 3 main points. The first being that Geotab covers over 100 million plus miles driven daily, sporting 2 million plus telematics devices in operation worldwide, reaching 40 billion data points that are collected daily. Now, with all that being said, I would like to welcome and introduce Francois Kruger, who is our key account manager for Geotab Africa, and he will be taking us through the Locomotive Solution today. Thank you, Francois.
Thank you very much, Zipho. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we will be exploring the Locomotive Solutions. Trains operate under different environmental conditions to vehicles. They are also powered and wired differently. One or more trains run on voltages that is higher than 72 volts. So it's necessary to make changes to control the current. Geotab Africa has combined various materials to create a complete monitoring solution that works in dusty, vibrating and heated environments. As per the agenda, today we will be discussing the Locomotive Solution, its features and reporting. AMSA was looking to digitalize their operations and approached us to assist with their various challenges. The requirements included complete visibility of operations, accurate logbook of their locomotive and torpedo operations, violation reporting across their locomotives, utilization reporting across their locomotives, compliance to health and safety regulations, for example, horn activation. Geotab provided AMSA with a demo unit and installed it in order for us to do a proof of concept. The locomotives is fitted with a Geotab device, including IX Bluetooth receiver, the NFC reader, and auxiliaries. The auxiliaries are used to monitor various exceptions that may originate from the utilization of horn or difference in oil pressure, to mention a few. This solution is used to monitor steel that is being transported to and from the smelters. Torpedoes are used to transport hot steel from the smelters. Each torpedo is fitted with a Bluetooth beacon. The Bluetooth receiver on the locomotive will then pair with the torpedo as it approaches for linking. This will give us insight to which locomotive is attached to which torpedo. This helps the control room understand the utilization of the locomotives and the movement of the torpedoes in the locomotive yard or to and from the smelters. This setup allows for any locomotives to be paired automatically with any torpedo. A receiver is placed on the smelter. A notification is triggered when the torpedo comes within 150 meters of the approach zone. The watchdog report is an overview of a device health and assists in identifying any device faults. Operators are able to monitor devices at a glance and report any possible problems. The utilization report shows us the over or under usage of a locomotive. This assists in decreased wear and tear on certain locomotives, as well as avoiding the underusage of others. It further allows railway managers to conduct preventative maintenance and decrease failure rates. The exception count dashboard shows us the type of frequency of violations across locomotives. It is an overview of harsh braking, acceleration, speeding, and idling incidents. These incidents are reported with the date and time information. This dashboard assists operation managers to determine infringement trends. For example, locomotive operators may increase locomotive speed in order to cut time. They are also able to identify high-risk areas on tracks. This assists in monitoring and adhering to health and safety regulations and preventing avoidable incidents. The maintenance summary dashboard shows us the type of maintenance required and how frequently it has been carried out across the different locomotives. It also assists in determining what type of maintenance is required. It is crucial in preventing locomotive downtime. The solution features horn activation notifications, impact detection notifications, productivity reporting, monitoring in excessive idling, speeding, high water temperatures, low oil pressures. In addition, Geotab Africa introduced key control to obtain accurate records of each conductor. This feature also stops unauthorized activity in the event that the conductor does not have a valid permit. Geotab Africa report system can determine the time of arrival and departure of the locomotives based on geo-fencing functionality. Mornay Potgieter, engineer, advanced process controller at Metal Steel, had the following to say. Geotab supported us all the way, never backing away through the challenges we encountered with the equipment involved from AMSA. They further put a lot of effort into customize our required reporting. AMSA is very happy with the end result and would highly recommend Geotab as the go-to fleet telematics solution. Thank you.
Wow, a fantastic, very concise presentation teaching us all how the Locomotive Solution works and potentially can be key to improving business for all our prospects and clients which operate in the vertical that requires such a solution. Just a quick rehash of the housekeeping notes. Number one, kindly note that this webinar will be recorded, or is being recorded rather, and is going to be made available on our YouTube channel. So kindly subscribe to our Geotab Africa YouTube channel to find all parts of these webinar series that we post from time to time. Alternatively, this webinar is also available for download upon request. Number two, if at any point you had any questions, please type them in the Q&A section at the bottom of the webinar screen. We will be addressing these shortly. And lastly, kindly complete our training webinar survey following our session today. The survey will pop up automatically on your browser once the session has ended. Your feedback is vitally important to us. We will now be having a look at our Q&A portion, just to basically look at all the questions or FAQs that were tabled through to us. I see that there is a question here. A question here from Ryan. It says that, what is the range of the Bluetooth beacon? Francois?
That's a good question, Ryan. So we can look in a distance, anything between 150 and 200 meters.
Fantastic, fantastic. Hopefully that answers your question, Ryan. We do have a few FAQs that clients do ask us. Francois, the first one that clients usually come to me and ask is, what type of beacon data can be sent from a Go device when used with a Geotab IOX Bluetooth?
Okay, so the data you'll receive there is as follows: in and out of range data, battery level of the beacon, temperature data, impact data, and light data.
Fantastic, fantastic. And the second part of the FAQs is, why is data around light important?
Light monitoring is used to prevent there being occupants on site during a lightning storm.
100%. I see there's another question here from Ryan. What is the range of the Bluetooth beacon? Can the Bluetooth beacon be placed outside in the elements?
Yeah, so definitely the Bluetooth beacon is made for, is waterproof. So obviously we use those Bluetooth beacons in temperature controlled environments as well, not only for hot surfaces, but for cold surfaces as well. So just to answer your question, yeah, it is developed for weather temperatures as well.
100%, 100%. Now that the questions, I see that we don't have any more questions. I wish to give an opportunity for any participants who wish to arrange any meetings with our qualified staff and ask more questions to kindly jot down the contact details on the slide before you. And to wrap up, we would love to thank each and every one. I see there's another question that's popped up here, so I'll just whiz back through to that. I see there's a question here from Eric who's saying, is the solution available for other countries, for African countries, Francois?
Yeah, so definitely. So when we developed this, we developed it cross-board for all railway systems. The solution for AMSA is more hardened, if I can call it that, because they're working with smelted iron. So it's hardened for AMSA, but you can use it across any railway application.
100%. Hopefully that answers your question, Eric. If there's any more questions, I think we can table them through to us and we will tackle them right now in real time. But I'll just commence quickly and just wrap up. Please do jot down those contact details before you on the slide to basically set up a meeting with any one of our qualified staff. And to wrap up, your time is valued by us. And a big thank you to Francois for guiding us today. And from the Geotab family, seeing that tomorrow is the 24th and is Heritage Day, we wish you all a splendid Heritage Day. And until next time, stay safe and goodbye.